Hey, Johnny. Oh, this is Frankie? Hey, Frankie, how you? Oh, you're Johnny's friend? Nice to meet you. So you're worried about Johnny, huh? Wondering what's going on with him? He's making some changes. Well, Johnny's got a lot going on right now. Johnny had some traumatic events happen to him in less than 90 days, and it really put him in a situation where he took a look at his life. He was just it affected him, and he's really been doing a lot of soul searching. So you must care about him. You're reaching out to me, you're asking me, what's going on. I'm just really a therapist, not a legal therapist, so don't take that out of context. I just want to help Johnny because I feel that, he needs it. He needs some direction. Sometimes when we're in an environment where there's all kinds of chaos going on, and I'm not saying that that's what it's like every day, but whenever we have a traumatic event happen to us, it affects us. Whether it affects us today, tomorrow, 6 months down the road, a year. It's kind of like young kids. When they go through traumatic experiences when they're younger, you don't actually see the effects of it until they're in their teenage years or sometimes in their adult years, right? But it really affected him in a big way. My advice as a friend or a family member is to really just be supportive. You may not understand where he's coming from, but you can be supportive. The other thing that I've actually have noticed is that when we're going through a transition in life, we start to grow because we're starting to learn and look at things from a different perspective or a different point of view. So it's almost like Johnny has taken himself out of the box and he's looking at all the things in the box that make up his life and all the things he cares about and all the things he's done. So he's outside the box looking in right now. He's being the observer. And when we do that, we start to see people for who they really are. And we start looking at all the events, everything we've done with them throughout our lives. And it can be very upsetting and it can hurt us, But I commend you for reaching out to me and telling me that you're worried about him. Absolutely. That means you care about him. You care about him and you want to know what you can do to be there for him because he's probably closed you off. He may be open to other experiences and other ways of learning, but yet you feel like, well, he's closed me off, so why, does he not care about me anymore? No. He still loves you, he still cares about you. You're always going to be in his life, and he doesn't know what he's going through or how he's dealing with it. So how is he supposed to help you understand what he's going through? And then you're over here saying, well, I want to help him, but he won't let me help him, and I don't understand. Maybe he doesn't care about me anymore. No, that's not it at all. That's not it at all. As a friend, I've gone through a similar situation. I've had a girlfriend who, she was drawn to another individual who was outside the normal group, let's say. And those two share something that none of us share with her, and we would get jealous over it. And we'd be like, I don't understand, this person is just, getting into her head and telling her all these things, and now she's, separating herself from us. And what she was really trying to do was she was trying to find herself. And we were over here throwing our 2 cents in or yelling at her and being like, oh, she doesn't care anymore and she only cares what that person is saying. And, as friends, we had to take a step back and say, no, we care about this person. And we would just want to make sure that the person she's talking to is not, going to take advantage of her, use her, hurt her in any way, because we're so protective, I mean, and she was like, what the hell? Like, my friends don't understand, like, what I'm going through, but this person does. And I love my friends. I love my friends like sisters, but I just wish that they would just, like, all get along, And I'd say it went on for a couple of years, and then now it's just, we all get along, and it's great, and it's opened our world up even more. But a lot of times when you have someone that you care about and they start talking to other people outside the group or outside what you're used to or the norm, you question it. What's the motive? And we did that with her, and it was hard for her. It was really, really hard for her. But I remember being like, you know what, I love her and I care about her, and if that's what she wants to do and that's what she needs to do to make herself better, I'm going to be her friend, and I'm still going to be there for her. And then what ended up happening was there was a point in my life when I needed her to help pull me out. And so once she had learned it, she was able to teach it to me. But when we're going through experiences, we have to let that person go through it. It's just what we have to do. It may make us feel weird. It may make us feel like we don't trust, or something's not right. But if you trust your friend, Frankie, if you trust Johnny, and that's the biggest thing, if you trust Johnny, then Johnny can make those decisions on his own. You can guide him, you can give him your opinion. It got to a point where she didn't even want to hear our opinions anymore. And we were just like, all right, we're just going to shut our mouths. And we were wrong. However, it's not always like that. So I commend you, Frankie. I really, really do. And just know that Johnny loves you. He's just going through a hard time right now. He's just transitioning. He's transitioning to make himself better. And when he rises, he's going to be the best friend you ever had. So, don't worry. He'll be okay. With that, have a good day.